Alright, so this is one of my videos. I'm about to vent about something that has been getting on my freaking nerves. Okay, so, I haven't told any of you guys this, but, my ex moved in with his best friend, and his best friend's girlfriend, Rachel, she was one of my friends. I wouldn't say she was very close, but, you know, she was close enough to where you would know the difference between right and wrong. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, her sister and I have had a really bad history together. She has the same name as me. Go figure. But I am, like, the more awesome one. I don't care how incorrect that was. I am way cooler. Anyways, so basically I was talking to Shelby. I've been infuriated at Rachel because it seems like every time I look at one of her statuses on Facebook, it's about Chris or about Leia, our old dog, if any of you guys didn't know. And, you know, it's about, she's just pretty much throwing it all in my face that she's you know, petting what used to be my dog, hanging out with what used to be my boyfriend, and she's throwing it all in my face in this very malicious way. Now, I know I should not care, but it's hurtful when you're trying to forget about somebody who did so many horrible things to you, and that person who's supposed to be your friend is backing up the one person who doesn't deserve it. It's very hurtful. So then I've been trying to, you know, get over it before I cut the string completely. I decided, you know, I'd see what was going to, you know, go on with her sister, if there was any way that she and I could be friends again. Yeah, it didn't happen. I started talking to her on Facebook IM, and I was congratulating her on, you know, going to Georgia State this year. And, you know, I know that I was telling her that, you know, I knew she's excited and that, you know, I was really happy for her. Anyways, she comes back with this, well, I don't mean to sound like a bitch or anything, but I'm not particularly fond of you right now. I said, well, what have I done to you? And then she started to go on about how, you know, it wasn't about what I've done to her, how it's about what I've done to her friends, and how I don't have any respect, how I could have tried harder, and how selfish I was. And here's the thing, she's sticking up for Chris, but whenever she and I were friends, she hated him. She thought he was controlling and manipulative, amongst other things. And the fact that she's taking his back, you know, just taking up for him now, it really makes me wonder. It really does. And it really made me angry. Because, you know what, I was trying to be nice to her, and then she turned around and she just had to be a bitch. Fuck people like that. Just fuck them all. But I mean, other than that, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. It's like, don't interrupt me, you know, while I'm trying to just be positive and be nice to you. And then, you know, try to tell me that I'm a horrible person. When she and I were friends, she hated Chris because she had this huge lesbian crush on me. And I'm pretty certain that she tried to break me and him up. I'm very certain. Now, there were reasons that she hated him. There were reasons, but now she adores the hell out of him. I don't get it. But I guess that's, you know, what happens whenever your ex-boyfriend's desperate enough to go running to the biggest whore in your town. Whoops. I am just done with those sometime friends. So, with me being done, I wrote a really fucking amazing note on Facebook. I called out Rachel, I called out Shelby, I called out all the people that were pretty much responsible for how I felt, for, you know, for me feeling the way that I did, the way that I felt so horrible about myself. I called them all out, and you know what? I don't regret it. But what I do regret is my best friend got caught in the middle of it, because you know what? She stuck up for me. She was there. She had my back the entire time. And everybody took it out on her. And she didn't deserve it. She hadn't said 2 words to Rachel. And I felt really bad. But you know what? As long as she's happy with, closing the door, then you know what? I'm happy for her. And you know what? Cutting the string like this, it was the best thing I could have done because I don't need anything to do with Chris at all. Anyways, that's my rant on that subject. In other news, I wanted to give you guys some positive updates. I do have a boyfriend, if you guys were all curious about that. I do. His name's Slade. He's highly adorable, very adorable, handsome even. And he's a really good guy. I know I've said this about others. I said that about Chris, but Slade wants to see me happy. And you know what? He saw that I was not happy with Chris, and he's given me that opportunity to be happy. And you know what? I am happy. I wouldn't take back the decision that I made for anything. Because you know what? I am my own person now. I am who I want to be, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I have someone who's very supportive by my side. Slade has pushed me to get into school, to do a lot of the things that Chris didn't want me to do. And I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that. I'll be going to hair school in October, and I'm very excited about that. My best friend Kelsey and I were going to be going together. So I'm really happy. And then around that time, I should have a better job, which I will be getting a car. My godmother is planning to sell me her car at the end of the year for